Rachel Halliwell here for hockeyprospect.com, joined today by Braden Schneider of the Brandon Wheat Kings. Braden, first of all, thank you so much for speaking with us today. I know you guys have been super busy doing interviews with teams and everything right now, so I really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. I know this year's a little bit different. You don't get to, go to the combine and go room to room and talk to team, from team to team. Have they given you any crazy questions through Zoom calls so far?
There haven't been too many crazies. Most of it has just been getting to know me a little bit more, like that they would do stuff at the combine, but most have been pretty laid back, pretty easygoing, and a lot of fun to do.
Okay, so one that I've heard from Mark, who told me to ask, a crazy question that he heard somebody ask somebody one time was, if you were a salad, what part of the salad would you be?
That is a crazy one. Do you want me to answer that one?
Yeah, sure.
I think I'd say the lettuce. I'm a good foundation part of the salad, and
That's, that's a good answer. That's what I said too, but Mark didn't believe me. Um, where are you right now, and what are you doing to stay in shape during these times?
Well, I went home right after the season ended. I went home for a couple months and got to see my family a bit. And as the borders and whatnot started opening up, I came back to Brandon, and I'm currently in self-isolation at my girlfriend's house and looking forward to hopefully maybe get some more gym workouts with the team heading toward the new phases. So yeah, I'm just hanging out right now and enjoying what's a bit of a crazy situation.
Yeah. Are you able to do any workouts like at home and stuff where you are,
Yep.
or not so much? Yeah,
Yep.
trying to.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty sweet little home gym set up here, so I've been taking full advantage of that and trying to get out as much as I can with what we can do. So it's been interesting, but it's been good.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're, able to stay in shape in these times.
Yep.
How would you describe your season personally, like personally for you? You almost doubled your point total from last year to this year.
I think it was a good step forward for myself, and I think throughout the year we got our team took a huge leap from the first half to the second half. So I think all around it was a season that continually got better, and that's what you'd like to see. I think we were building toward the playoffs, and our team was built for the playoffs. So it was, but I thought it was a great season overall.
Yeah, I would agree. How would you describe your game?
I'd say I'm a two-way defenseman, but I take a little bit more pride in the defensive end. I like to be a presence, and I like to get in guys' faces and be as physical as I can. And if there's an opportunity or an opening to jump up or try and make a shot on net for a chance, I try to jump up and take full advantage of it.
Makes sense. Do you think there's an NHL player that you're comparable to, or someone that you try to model your game after?
Yeah, I try to model my game after a guy like Shea Weber. I think he's a big guy who's has tools that I do and tries to be tough to play against. He can skate fairly well and makes a good first pass. And I think the thing that I'm trying to add that he has is a bit more of that shot and a little bit more of that um, opening up the offense a little bit more. And I think that's a thing that could take my game to the next level. And I think it's something that he does great too.
For sure. Well, he's one of the NHL's best, so that's definitely a good guy to look up to.
Yeah.
Is there any defenseman in the CHL or the NHL that you like to watch play in terms of just learning the position more?
I think a guy like in the NHL, another guy that I wouldn't say I necessarily model my game after, but I enjoy watching would be like an Alex Petrangelo, who's he's very steady, very smart, but the way he moves on the blue line for his size is pretty amazing to watch. And I think, yeah, he's a great player, and I enjoy to watch him a lot as well.
Yeah, for sure. Another really good guy to watch too. Based on last season, was there a part of your game that you really wanted to improve coming into this year, or something you really focused on in the off season?
I wanted to improve my offensive part of my game. So anything that involves skill, or being a little bit more quicker, agile, or deceptive on my feet and with my shoulders, I think was the main thing that I was trying to improve. I wanted to be a little bit more fluid on the blue line and I think that would help translate in the D zone as well for breaking pucks out. So yeah, I wanted to be more deceptive and a bit more fluid in my movements.
Sure. Do you have like a trainer you work with, or like someone that specifically helps you out in the summer with like off ice or on ice workouts?
Yep, I go see a guy. For two days of the week, we have a big, all the guys from the Prince Albert and Saskatoon area go and skate with him. So he helps me a lot with my skills, and I get a little couple sessions that he'll work one-on-one with me to improve that as well. So yeah, for sure I do. And yeah, I think it paid off and helped me go in the right direction for sure.
For sure. Yeah. How was your experience at World Junior Selection Camp this year? Is there something you learned there, with all the top guys around?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all those guys that are playing at that level are pretty amazing to watch, and to get a chance to play with guys like that is something that I think a kid always dreams of, and gets a little watery at the mouth when they think of being at that level. And I think, yeah, I enjoyed every experience that I've had with it, and it's been great. And I think hopefully next year there's another opportunity that I can try and jump in and get a little further with it.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Speaking of learning, what are some lessons that you've learned this season, whether it be from your coaches, from other players, your experiences, that kind of thing?
I think a lesson that I've learned this season is that you can never be satisfied. I think that would be a main thing that I've taken away from my team this year. We came in and I think we were thought we were walking on water with the team we had. I felt we were all very confident, and with the coach we got this year, with his accolades and caliber of guy he is, I think we thought we couldn't be touched for a little bit at the start, and we realized pretty quick that wasn't the case. So never being satisfied and always working to get better every day is a thing that I took a lot away from this season for sure.
Yeah, just you're never invincible, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Who is someone that you play against in the WHL that's always tough to go up against, or someone that you've always been able to learn from while playing them?
It's a guy that I would have played against probably throughout most of my minor hockey as well, and that'd be Connor Zary. He's another late born guy, so I've always been up against him, but he's a guy that I think is the way he's gotten better every time that I've come across him and gotten the chance to play with him. So he's such a smart player, so good with the puck, and uses everyone around him like not a lot of other guys can. So yeah, Connor Zary for sure is a guy that I always find fun and tough to play against at the same time.
Yeah, and hopefully those battles will continue at the next level in the NHL too. You guys are both
Yep.
top prospects. So, how would your teammates describe you?
I think my teammates would describe me as a fairly easygoing guy. I enjoy being in the room, and I enjoy being a part of everything. So I'm a very, very easygoing guy, very relaxed and very approachable. So, and I like to work hard and be in the gym a lot as well. So I think they'd describe me as a hardworking guy who's easy to be around and fun to be around.
I actually came across a tweet from the Wheat Kings account from 2016. So this is 4 years ago now.
Yeah,
And it says 15-year-old Braden Schneider is paired up with Ivan Provorov tonight.
yeah.
I know you're one of the veteran guys on the team now, but who are some of the older guys and former teammates that have kind of taught you what it takes to be a leader?
I think guys, when I played, and when I was first came in at 16, the guys that I looked up to were Tanner Kaspic and Cale Clegg, and yeah, those two guys. And even there's some 20s on our team. Cade Jensen was another guy that I looked up to a lot, and they always brought their best every day, and I think that's the thing that I took away from it. They always came every day to work, and they're easy guys to be around as well. And they didn't ask for much, but what they asked for was that you brought your best and worked just as hard as they did. So I think those guys I look up to a lot, and to see that they're doing well with their careers as well is good to see.
Yeah, well, I feel like they taught you well.
Yeah.
Growing up in Prince Albert, what do you guys normally do for fun in the summer when you head home?
I like to hang out with my buddies, and we have there's quite a bit of lakes up there, so we try and me and my family try to go up and get on the water and do some fishing whenever we can. But yeah, mostly it's going on bike rides, being outside, going for a couple rounds of golf, and trying to get up to the lake to do some fishing if we can.
Very nice. Your brother also plays hockey. He was drafted by Saskatoon. I bet mini games were pretty competitive in your house growing up, just the two of you. Do you give him any advice on, life and hockey and stuff?
I try to give what I can, but I think the way my family and my parents have raised us is that you have to, if you want to do something or you choose to do something, you're gonna, whatever it is, make sure you work 110% at it. We're not going to force you to do anything or be anything that you don't want to be. So if he ever needs any advice or is looking to better himself in any way, I try my best to be there for him. But in the end of the day, it's if he wants to do it and if he chooses that, then I'm there backing him up 100%.
Yep, 100%. I'm the same way with my brother. Looking forward to next year, what are your goals for you and also for the Wheat Kings?
Next year, I think my goals would be to get hopefully get another invite to the World Junior Selection Camp and have a chance to try and crack that team. And then with our Wheat King team, I think we got a very good group and we've been together for quite a while and we're not losing too many guys. So I think we have a legit shot to make a good run for it. And I think that should be everyone's goal coming into next year. And I think it's going to be exciting and it's going to be fun and hopefully it gets back to normal fairly soon so we can try and make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. And so hopefully when everything gets back to normal and everything opens up, what are some of your plans for the off season this year? Something you really want to focus on for next year?
I think improve again with what I did last year. I think I want to improve being a little bit more fluid and a bit more mobile and quicker on my feet because I am a bigger dude and I feel like my strength is good, but it can always get better. It's nothing that there's nothing perfect. So bettering every part of my game, but focusing on being a little bit more fluid and mobile and quicker in every way.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I know that there's been a lot of, talk around the NHL draft this year, and it's likely going to be a virtual draft. Just like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I'm sure the experience been a lot different than what you've heard from everybody else in previous years, Zoom interviews, all that stuff, not really going to the rink and talking to anybody. Do you have any thoughts on, where you're going to be, what you're going to wear? You're going to have a draft party at your house or at your girlfriend's house, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it would have been sweet to get out there, and I've never been to Montreal, so I was quite excited to hopefully get the chance to get out there. But yeah, things change, and I think I'll probably be at my house, and I'll be probably have a couple of my close friends over, and I think and yeah, maybe have a little not too big, but have a little bit of people over that I would like to be there a part of it. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty chilled out, and it should be a lot of fun still.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be good either way. The NFL draft looked like it was pretty good, and I'm sure the NHL draft will be similar to that. So
Yeah, for sure.
it should be good. Yeah, well, I just wanted to wish you the best of luck with everything going forward, the draft, juniors next year, and your future NHL career. And thank you so much for doing this today. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It was really fun.
All right, thanks, Braden.
Yep, thank you.